Here to weigh in, the president of the American Principles Project, Terry Schilling, as well as the editor-in-chief of the National Memo, Joe Conason. Good morning, gentlemen, and welcome back to Wake Up America Weekend. Terry, I'll start with you. Should these food programs keep going on if they're exploited to a large extent?
Well, when I spend my money that I've worked hard for on myself or my family, I'm very cautious about the cost and how much I'm spending and also the quality. This is money that comes from other people that are not only just being spent on, other people, it's being spent on other citizens, right? These are people from other countries. And so there's no one here that really cares about the quality of food that these people are receiving or the amount. Right? This is a disaster. It's a nightmare. And we should not only should we not be funding non-citizens and providing for them until eternity, we should not be doing these types of programs because there's very little oversight and no one really cares.
Joe, do you think there should be some oversight? Are you concerned about this?
Obviously, there should be oversight if money is being misspent, but we have obligations. If people are, the alternative is you don't want to spend the money, let them starve, including lots of children. I doubt that anybody who adheres to the vaunted traditions of this country, especially our religious morality, would countenance that. We can't let kids starve. So obviously, somebody has to pay for food for migrants who are here, regardless of the cause. And the question is are the programs being, funded properly? Are they being monitored correctly? All of that is subject to reform, to investigation, to criminal indictment if somebody is stealing. But the idea that we're going to let people starve who happen to be within our borders. Well, but you don't. But if we cut off, no. The question was, should we pay for them? You don't want to pay for them. Well, somebody has to pay if you're going to feed thousands of people.
There are private charities.
Well, hold on, Terry. Terry,
really?
let Terry get in there for a second. Well, one answer could be don't keep allowing millions and millions of people into the country.
That's right. You could have done what You could have done what Senator Langford urged you to do.
That wouldn't have actually stopped it. That's ridiculous, because that wouldn't have stopped it at all. That would have allowed. That would have allowed quite a bit more. You mean HR 2? You misspoke. He means HR 2. Terry, your time.
Listen, I just want to say this is preposterous. We don't need to feed the world. If we have to feed the world to make sure that no one starves in the entire world and people get to just come here illegally, unrestricted, we're going to be bankrupt very quickly. And then my kids will be starving. Kids can get, there are lots of charities out there. There are lots of other people that need to get, that can step up to the plate and that are stepping up. We have options besides paying $21 for hot dogs and spaghetti and starving children. There's somewhere in between there that we can figure this out.
Joe, you seem to be concerned about the charities. I mean, I think Terry does have a point. Charities do help with this kind of stuff.
Charities can't be mobilized quickly enough to feed masses of people like this. And I think if you ask the people at Catholic Charities or any of the bigger charities in this country, they'll tell you that's not a viable solution to a problem like this. We have obligations under the Universal Declaration of Human Rights to feed migrants who are within our borders. And what the thing is, you look at these sort of small ball things, are we feeding them? Who should feed them? And in fact, what's really happening is this is an attempt to demonize migrants and bring in a program of mass deportation, which Trump wants to do.
When are they going to start contributing?
And they do contribute.
What's wrong with mass deportation?
They contribute billions of dollars every year, Terry.
Not if we have to feed them. If they're so helpless that they can't feed themselves and provide themselves with their food and clothing and shelter, they are not providing us anything. They are draining our system. We have to feed them. They're going to starve if we don't feed them and pay for them.
When people, you asked me a question. Migrants contribute billions of dollars to this economy once they are able to get jobs.
Not.
And yes, apparently, yes. It's a fact that they do. And if you deport all of them, you're going to see a huge dip in our economic productivity. Everybody knows this except Donald Trump.
I just want to let me just ask a very quick yes or no, very quick question. So you're saying
these poor
all of
is really,
let me ask the question.
It's unchristian among other
You're going to get your own show. Joe,
Unchristian.
Let me just ask the question very quickly because we have like 15 seconds left. You think net, all of these migrants that have come in the last 3 years has been a net benefit to our economy and not a net negative? We haven't paid more than we've received?
Over the long term, we will definitely earn back what we receive from migration. We always do. Every economist in the world,
okay, so you're saying over the long term.
That.
Terry,
yes.
Terry, I'll go back to you. In the short term, though, the taxpayers footing the bill when they're having trouble feeding their own family. That's inherently wrong, no?
It's inherently wrong. If people can't provide for their own families, their own children, if they need taxpayer funding for that, they are a net drain on society. That is the most basic thing that you can do as a human being.
I'm out of time. I'm going to ring the bell. Ding, 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 ding. Terry Schilling, Joe Conason, thank you very much. I just want to end on this one note. I've heard so far of two veterans housing places that have been replaced with migrants. As a veteran myself, sorry, I find it disgusting. But I got to go there. All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.